Ah, one more. Ooh, sick icicle. Hank hostile even after I saved him. He's coming to me now.
Still immortal, huh, Connor?
In a way.
Ooh.
You know, I was hoping you wouldn't come back.
I'm just a machine replacing another machine, Lieutenant. You shouldn't get emotional about it.
Fuck you.
I have a bad feeling, Lieutenant. We shouldn't have come here.
Bad feeling, huh?
Kamski, that's the creator.
Get your program checked. Might be a glitch.
Neat. Okay, I wanted to look at that. I recognize her.
I'm Lieutenant Hank Anderson, Detroit Police Department. I'm here to see Mr. Elijah Kamski.
Please, come in.
Okay.
I wanted to look at the thing.
I'll
Barefoot?
let Elijah know you're here, but please make yourself comfortable.
Making myself comfortable would be going outside and looking at the thing. This
Nice girl.
doesn't ring the same.
An RT-600. The first CyberLife android to pass the Turing test.
I didn't ask for her technical specs. I just said she was nice. Amanda.
Born 2002, born 87, died a while ago.
Nice place. Guess androids haven't been a bad thing for everybody. You're about to meet your maker, Connor. How's it feel?
Yeah, this is marketing jumbo. Clear skies, not talking. Alright. Cyberlized fortune teller computer. Ooh. We will know quantum computer capable of exaflops. That's pretty fast. The computer was specifically designed to exaflop. Yeah, that's pretty fast. The computer was specifically designed to analyze fast data from blah 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 blah. Testing blah 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 blah. To calculate mass extinction events. blah 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 blah. Computer can help us to anticipate and prepare for such calamities, blah 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 blah. This is all wish talk.
I don't know. I'll tell you when I see him.
Sometime.
Kamski. Inventor of Therium and biocomponents technology.
My creator face to face. I'd have a couple of things I'd want to tell him.
Nigel will see you now.
Mr. Kamski?
They all look the same.
Just a moment, please.
Why is it red? She doesn't look too happy.
I'm Lieutenant Anderson. This is Connor.
What can I do for you, Lieutenant?
Sir, we're investigating deviants. I know you left Cyberlife years ago, but I was hoping you'd be able to tell us something we don't know.
Deviants. Fascinating, aren't they? Perfect beings with infinite intelligence. And now they have free will. Machines are so superior to us. Confrontation was inevitable. Humanity's greatest achievement threatens to be its downfall. Isn't it ironic?
Deviancy seems to spread, like some kind of virus. I thought you might know something about that.
All ideas of viruses that spread like epidemics. Is the desire to be free a contagious disease?
Listen, I didn't come here to talk philosophy. The machines you created may be planning a revolution. Either you can tell us something that'll be helpful, or we will be on our way.
What about you, Connor?
My turn.
Whose side are you on?
It's not about me, Mr. Kamski. All I want is to solve this case.
Well, that's what you're programmed to say. But you... what do you really want?
I'm sorry, but I don't see what you're getting at.
Chloe?
Chloe?
I'm sure you're familiar with the Turing test. Mere formality. Simple question of algorithms and computing capacity.
Oh.
What interests me is whether machines are capable of empathy. I call it the Kamski test. It's very simple, you'll see. Magnificent.
Oh, he's going to
Isn't it?
beat her, isn't he?
One of the first intelligent models developed by CyberLife. Young and beautiful forever. A flower that will never wither. What is it really? Piece of plastic containing a human? Or a living being? With a soul? It's up to you to answer that fascinating question, Connor. Destroy this machine, and I'll tell you all I know. Or spare it, if you feel it's alive. But you'll leave here without having learned anything from me.
Okay, I think we're done here. Come on, Connor, let's go. Sorry to get you
What's
out of
more
here.
important to you, Connor? Your investigation or the life of this android? Decide who you are.
Yellow.
An obedient machine. Or a living being. Endowed with free will.
That's enough. Connor, we're leaving.
Pull the trigger.
Connor! Don't!
And I'll tell you what you want to know.
Oh, this is the moment I knew would be coming. And I have to do it on the menu lady. I think I've made my decision, but I'll think it over a bit. What does Connor feel? If I was playing as Marcus, I would have shot her. If I was playing as Kara, I would not have shot her. But Connor is a wild card. And this is the same lady that asked earlier if we were friends. I do want to know what this guy is up to though, like... Does he actually know something? He left like years ago. It's no longer his doing. Right? Unless he backdoored. Made a back door. Alright, so my logic, the me in me says don't shoot. The Connor, and the way I think Connor would behave is he would shoot. So I'm basically conflicted. Do I do what I do, or do I do what I think my Connor would do? Hank wants me to not shoot her. Hank wants me to not shoot her.
Fuck!
Test negative. You choose your investigation of the life of another android, you feel no empathy. I'm a man of my word. Ask one question, and I'll tell you all I know.
One question.
I want to know who RA9 is.
RA9. The origin. The first android to awaken. A strange phenomenon, like a spontaneous religion. I don't know who RA9 is. I don't even know if it really exists. Maybe it's a messiah. Maybe it's just a myth. But deviants need to believe in something bigger than themselves, even if it's irrational. That's something they have in common with humans. An interesting question, Connor. But maybe not the one you needed to ask.
Should have asked the virus.
A war is coming. You'll have to choose your side. Will you betray your own people, or stand against your creators? I wouldn't like to be in your shoes, Connor. What could be worse than having to choose between two evils? By the way, I always leave an emergency exit in my programs. You never know.
Emergency exit means an emergency entrance.
You shot that girl, for fuck's sake.
It wasn't a girl, Lieutenant. It was a machine that looked like a girl.
You put your gun against her head, and you blew her fucking brains out!
I did what I had to do to advance the investigation, and I'd do it again if I had to.
You're a lowlife. You don't feel a thing, do you? A machine, that's what you are. You're just a fucking machine!
Of course I'm a machine, Lieutenant. What did you think I was?
I thought you...
Ooh.
Fuck.
It's interesting how the lieutenant is having this conversation. If you asked me what the lieutenant thought of androids, he would be like, "Yeah, they're machines." Like during the first 2-3 episodes of him, if you asked me like, what does he think of machines, and I would say like he just thinks they're machines. Yeah. I chose to shoot for the story more so than it is what I would do normally. Like when I play these games, I role play as myself and I make the choices that I would make in a way. Even like if there are bad choices in the heat of the moment, whatever, I make bad choices. But here I had time to think about it, and I was very leaning not shooting. But then I thought about it, and more and more I went towards shooting. I was curious what would happen. Yeah, I really played as Connor here more so than how I normally play. Connor died in Public Enemy. Definitely should have asked about the virus, I think. was the other option? RA9 and Jericho. I don't even know how Connor knows about Jericho. I don't think we've seen that word in his storyline. But yeah, I should have asked Virus. But curiosity got the better of me, so I immediately stopped playing as Connor, and the moment I had to ask a question. Shoot Chloe, 0%. That's bugged. Shoot Chloe, 25%. Yeah, it's bugged. I wonder what the actual rate is. Hank was disappointed with Connor's decision. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought he would be in favor of androids. I think what made the decision easier, I'm thinking back to the hooker that I shot. I think what made this decision less painful to me, like I felt genuinely bad for shooting the hooker, but not really about this, even though I was tempted to go that way. Because I like Chloe, she just went along with it. She didn't seem, I couldn't see her face when I had to make the decision. She didn't really struggle. She didn't hesitate. She just went along with it. I was like, you know, she's fine with it. That's made the decision easier. If she started crying and pleading and all that, I would have gone that option, no doubt. But this was an interesting plot moment for Connor. Connor has interesting stories because when he was chasing Alice or Kara, he went into traffic and then just did nothing. Like, like explain that away in his programming, right? Like, make it make sense. And then here he just shoots Chloe. Again, he did shoot the hooker. Interesting choice. Software instability still question mark. Hated, hostile, trusted. Hank is hostile. Well, yeah, it didn't. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, especially after this point, but you know, I saved his life, so you know, I would have expected him to be a little less hostile, but I guess he forgot about that.